Okay, we are connecting. Let's pull up the stream on another device. I hope everyone's doing well today. There we go. We're connected. So, while I'm pulling up the stream, I guess we could recap what happened last episode. So last episode, we helped Varun Ikandi's son return back to him. So we brought him back to the Varun faith. And then we also went and explored a mysterious cave and talked to Anasco Varun, which was quite interesting. Afterwards, I did see him appear in the city, which was strange and bizarre. But now we have another quest where we're going to a dam. And from there, I think we just have one last house to help. So, let's do it. Let's go to the dam. We can fast travel there because I already explored it. I saw the cool dam and I'm just like, what's going on here? I could tell that there was a quest for it, but I wasn't gaining access. I talked to all the people around the dam. So apparently it's part of the main quest. The Maline Dam. That is what it is called. Interesting loading screen there. Describing the morning, which was formerly known as the Archimedes, when it went out from New Atlantis, stopping by the orbit of Mars. I'm assuming it was picking up supplies or something, and then from there jumped to our lovely little planet here, Varun Kai. Okay, this was the place I could not get in earlier. Find out how to access the dam. Oh.
You can't get in there, not unless you have a card.
This isn't a safe place to be for a child. You're a little young, or a little short, to be a maintenance worker. Happen to have a card. I misplaced mine.
So, you're trying to get in there? You're not the first person to come here recently, you know? Anasco Varun himself was here. I saw him, but he didn't talk to me. And there were too many other people around him. They all looked really serious.
I'm actually here because I'm trying to help Anasco. I need you to tell me everything you saw. There's a chance that whatever happened in Dazra is connected to something in that dam. I need you to tell me everything you saw.
Okay, but it wasn't much. I didn't want to get too close. Father says I get in the way too much, and I didn't want to do that. But I did see them go in. They had cards that let them open the door. I found one after they'd left. I thought about using it, but I didn't want to get in trouble. Kavil said I should give it to him for safekeeping, so I did. Maybe he'll let you have it.
Thank you. Thanks for the tip. You shouldn't have touched it in the first place. I guess I'll have to go chat with Kavil. Thanks for the tip.
Okay, good luck.
Okay. So Kavil, he's over in this little farm. It's a seaweed farm. I'll also let you see something else I found that was interesting the other day when I was here. This little buddy of mine. Looks like he was fishing, having a couple ice-cold beverages, and died. And we have the sign that says no swimming. But let's go talk to Kavil. Cavill!
I would ask for news of the city, but I think I prefer not to know.
As we can see, I have already talked to him about several things. I understand you have access card for the dam. I need it.
No offense, but it's not your property.
The ownership of the card is far less important than its use.
Be that as it may, I feel it should be turned over to the proper authorities.
Serpent's Embrace. Do not attempt to deceive the Great Serpent, Cavill. He sees what is in your heart. Security. The longer it takes to get that card back to Dazra, the more risk we're all in. Trust me, I'll take the card. Take care of it. Persuade. I really need that card. And I'd like to think we can talk this out. Never mind, forget it. Why haven't you turned it over? Were you planning on telling... hold on a moment, sir. Were you planning on telling anyone you had the card for the dam?
If security came looking for it, or someone from the speaker's office, yes, of course I would tell them.
Why haven't you turned over the card already?
Well, there are clearly more important things for the people of Dazra to deal with right now.
We're going to go with the Serpent's Embrace. Do not attempt to deceive the Great Serpent, Cavill. He sees what is in your heart.
I only wish to serve, I swear. You are right, though. Here, take it.
Thank you. I wonder what we're going to find in this dam. I didn't want to go up there. And we're in. Explore the dam. And we shall do that as thoroughly as possible. Let me see, do I have any better stealth weapons? Not particularly. Let me check my inventory. Why do I have 2 hard targets on me? Okay, I do not have particularly good weapon for this stealth operation. Fine and dandy. We'll use our sniper rifle, which is probably not going to be the best because I got a feeling this is going to be a lot of close quarter fighting. Got an elevator there, but we have this room. Should probably explore this before we take the elevator.
At first glance, it seems we are the only ones to come through here in some time.
That's what you're thinking, Andrasia, but I'm not so sure about that. If I know Todd Howard, there is a lot of baddies in here after we get to a certain point. I didn't see any initially. Medical equipment. Polytextile, I'll leave it. Let's do another quick scope for enemies. Still don't see anything. It could be robots, though. I don't believe they show up with sense star stuff. We got a little gap here. And okay, looks like we have to go down at this point. Anything around here? No. That right there looks to be a contraband chest. And it is. I do not want to be in that. Okay, so we double backed. All right. Well, this is definitely turning out to be an interesting location.
Your enemies might disagree.
Do not go in the sludge water. A lot of platforming going on here. I do like it. I do appreciate it. You know, especially with the boost pack. Hearing a low frequency hum. Let's think.
There must be some mechanism for draining the floodwaters.
Probably, and it's probably up there. Looks to be up there. Thank God I can fly. Like, if you did not have the proper boost pack, this might be a crappy POI to go through. Let me see. Food, 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 food. I got goat meat. I need drink. Yeah, plenty of Koza. So, it's up there. This little lookout here. Mind your safety drills soon. We must do a lot of safety drills at Bethesda, because like every place I go in, it's like safety drill coming up. No. Yes. No. Definitely not. Definitely not. Yeah, that will fit. Do I have... Will this fit right here? It does.
Expertly done.
You can wait there. Legendary melee weapon. What has this got? Exterminator, Incendiary, and Elemental. I can take it with me.
Let us see what was being protected.
Destroy the modulator. Standby state. Cannot activate pump. Error. Critical fault in power grid 3C. Vortex power modulator unresponsive. Repair or disable this unit to bypass grid and re-able pump controls. Let's try something.
Warning. Power fluctuations detected. Rerouting to compensate. Drainage pump control bypassed.
Okay, that's a cool little puzzle they added there. Sub pump control, draining. Open the secure access door. Here's a secure access door. Uh-oh, I fell. Okay, this place has been drained. I don't really see anything of value. It's a door to something. Take the credits. We got ourselves a slate. Modular installation. Modular installation. To all personnel, as per orders from the supervisors or supervisor downstairs, the new modulator has been installed. Rest assured that all necessary precautions have been taken, and it will pose no interference in the day-to-day operations of the facility. As with all operations downstairs, the exact nature and function of the modulator is not your concern. Do not stand directly under the modulator. Avoid prolonged exposure. The modulator contains an energy core which, if exposed, should not be touched, inhaled, or looked at. Do not attempt to interact with the modulator for any reason. In the event of an anomalous incident, report it immediately to your supervisor. Immediately, and then exit the facility. Okay. See if there's any other slates around. I don't see any. Open door. Explore the dam. So we're going downstairs. I wonder if it was flooded down there or if I'm going to find baddies down here.
You are not welcome here. You will leave immediately. This is your only warning.
I do not respond well to threats. I'm looking for information. Who are you?
I guard these halls with my brothers and sisters, until the shrouding. None are allowed here, including you.
I'm looking for
I
information.
do not care what you think you need. Jinan Baron himself charged us with the protection of this facility. It was his last order, and it will be carried out.
What are you talking about? Jian Varun died decades ago. And Asko Varun is in danger. I'm trying to save him. Maybe all of House Varun. I don't even know what this facility is. I'm here to find out. So you can hear me? Fascinating. The other phantoms couldn't.
But it seems you are not hearing me. You have no right to be here. The work done here must be safeguarded, protected, never permitted to leave. None but the Speaker may decide otherwise. And you are not the Speaker.
Okay, you're not going to stop me. Expedition Log 1.
Always worth checking. Never know what...
Yeah, let's check that expedition log. All right.
Speaker, please, do not get too close. Do not fear. They know who I am.
you might find in their
You do,
pockets.
yes? I can see it. You know me. I am Anesco Varun, Speaker for the Great Serpent.
Yes, Speaker. We know. We serve. We have always served.
And your service is commended. Are you all that remain of this place?
Jinan Varun himself made us guard these halls for all time. Others left. We remain.
Very well. You, get to work.
Yes, of course, sir. At once. You heard the speaker. Every terminal, every data log, every cable and component. I want it all inspected and a full report within the hour.
Okay, I'm going to throw down a quick save because this is telling me we are going to be fighting phantoms rather shortly. They can be rather challenging, to say the least. Anything? No.
You were warned. You did not listen.
I listened, I just didn't care. There's too much at stake for me to walk away. I don't want any trouble. There must be some way we can talk this out.
There is not. The Speaker's orders will be carried out. You must die.
Holy cow, she almost killed me. Let's do a save real quick. That was a tricky one, man. Just jumping around. Okay, make sure I miss nothing in this room. I don't want to miss any exploration. I can't even say it right now. Expeditionary slates. Okay, so it looks like we want to go that direction. But we got some stuff over here. Looks like that is not powered up. Take a little glance. There's something going on in there. Sure, no dead bodies, no missing slates. Okay. What's down? Something down this hall. Probably. Okay, that's the room I came in, so we need to go through this door.
Be careful what you touch. Who knows what has been going on in this lab?
Supervisor note, pivot. The current goal of moving large objects has repeatedly proven too difficult. Properly controlling the wattage has been impossible, as evidenced by the last test that sent a container through the wall. High Council has already been appraised of this development. The refuses to allow outside personnel to enter the facility. We will have to fix this ourselves. I have no wish to burden the team with additional task of regular repairs, not to mention the potential for catastrophic damage. Thank the Serpent, we were lucky this time. Effort should instead be refocused to an area in which we have already demonstrated some success. Continue to work with smaller objects, but of increasing complexity and more varied properties. Example, attempt to transfer a keycard. Is the stored data retained after the process or lost? We must demonstrate the results and soon. All of House Varun is counting on us. Complete the teleportation experiment. Important reminder, power usage. All personnel, it is crucial that the correct wattage is set before performing any experiment. Until the next phase of our large project is complete, we are reliant on energy that can be acquired directly from the dam. This energy has been shown to vary depending on external factors. Exercise particular caution when the hydroelectrics are in low power or restricted mode. During these periods, the valve must be increased by 100 to compensate. Failure could result in damage to the equipment and or bodily harm. So remember that. We need to increase the valve by 100 to compensate if we're in low power or restricted mode. Recent experiment results. Batch 46, high power mode. Subject, solid iron 50 grams. Power level 221, result success. Subject pen, power level 124, result success. Subject notebook, power level 442, result failure. Subject solid copper, 75 grams. Power level 453. Result failure. Subject key card. Power level 235. Successful. I pushed it. I think it was... There's a key card in there? Oh, I need to teleport the key card. So, what was the power level for the key card to teleport it successfully? Key card 235. Got it. So, 2 35. I switched it to 235. It did not work. Is there something else? We have a computer right here. Supervisor update. Project update. 2254 528. Ooh, is that the year? I think that's prior to their return to the settled systems. The brilliant Jean Brune, exalted speaker for the Great Serpent, has once again imparted his wisdom and counsel to further guide the bright future of House Varun, having relayed knowledge of the vortex, the space between universes. Speaker Varun has instilled within the workers of this facility a burning desire to achieve new milestones in science, and has given new purpose to the goals of harnessing this great power in the name of the Great Serpent and House Varun. Work begins at once to discern the nature of this energy and to use it to bring glory to House Varun and deliver victory in the Serpent's Crusade. It was definitely 235. I wonder Maybe we should reverse the numbers. Make this the 5. Make this 2. Okay. We read that. I think that's where we came from. Maybe we just are not doing this in the proper order.
Let us hope this laboratory has adequate safety protocols.
The heck, man? I think I'm doing this correct. Let's see if there's something about reversing. When the hydroelectrics are at low or restricted, during these periods, the value must be increased by 100 to compensate. So instead of 235, let's make it 335. Oh, that's... we had to compensate. Good little puzzle there. Enjoyed it. Getting pluses on this. This looks interesting. I'm gonna quick save before we start jumping through the ceiling here. Because I can tell it wants us to go this way. Weapon case. Some ammo. Let me make sure I'm not missing any like dead bodies or anything that might have like a tablet. No.
You think you would be rid of me so easily? The arrogance!
I was hoping I'd
It
be
seems
rid
this
of
will
you.
be more challenging than we anticipated.
Yep.
The work done here has tied us to this place for all time. That is why we have agreed to guard it.
You got some bad news.
Sister, have you not finished this game? You should have heeded Courageous words in the beginning, little one. This is no place for you.
It would also seem that I spoke too soon.
The outcome has not changed, Vedrasia. We are still in control here.
I'm not going to stop until I get answers. Please, you must let me pass. I don't suppose we can skip the fighting this time. Please, you must
I
let me
have my
pass.
orders, and I will follow them. Do you even understand why you are here? What it is you are looking for? This seems a fool's errand.
I am looking for something called a vortex interlock. I need to know what Anasco came for. There must be something here that can save House Varun. Maybe you could give me a hint.
So, you do know something about this place. It does not matter. The interlocks are not yours. They belong here with us, and they will stay here. You should have left when you had the chance.
Two elites. are hiding from me. I need to do some damage reduction. Because they freaking hit hard. Oh, I'll hit that. Power recovery. Yeah, we'll hit this. That'll do. Giant heart. You know, positively. And then let's find something for the zipper bandage. Where are you? Where'd they go? Where'd you go? You're gone. I don't know where your sister went. Okay, hold on. Expeditionary log 2. Let's review expeditionary log 2.
And you are sure? We need the object itself?
Yes, Speaker. These vortex interlocks are complicated devices. We could recreate them from schematics we have recovered, but that would take time.
My brothers and sisters and I, we are bound to the pods. The pods are powered by the interlocks. We move them and you kill us.
Yes, I understand. But you are sworn to serve, are you not?
We are, Speaker. All must serve.
Then what better service than to facilitate contact with the Great Serpent himself? Your sacrifice will bring about a new era for House Varun.
As the Great Serpent wills.
We will begin extraction at once. Then we should have everything we need to upgrade the equipment at the Citadel.
Well, that's rather interesting. Supervisor update. Project update 2258, January 11th. Most gracious and grand speaker, Gian Varun continues to place his trust in this facility and his team. We can and will deliver critical updates in technology. This work done here will lead House Varun to endure victory over the brutes of the so-called settled systems and pave the way for the Great Serpent's glorious return. Application of the fascinating vortex energy so graciously bestowed upon us by our leaders continues apace. The speaker's dream of a grand army that no force could hope to stand against will become reality. And that reality begins here and now. So this is taking place before they returned back to the settled systems, which I believe happened in 2260. I would have to check my notes on that. So it looks like their intent all along was, when they returned to the settled systems, was to enact the Serpent's Crusade. Round 4 of extraction successful. Vortex interlocks integrated into pod support systems, power levels stabilized, human trials begin tomorrow. Interlock sync successful. Test subjects remain alert and responsive in non-corporeal form after sync. Pod readouts indicate all vital signs normal. Communication from the Citadel has increased in urgency. Further positive results need to be demonstrated as soon as possible. Location transference remains limited to within the facility. All attempts to increase the range have failed. All 4 subjects remain stable for 10 months. Monitoring shows minimal fluctuations in energy patterns. Awareness and intelligence are unaffected, regardless of the number of experiments performed. There is no degeneration in their ability. Additional efforts to increase transference range have been unsuccessful. The vortex interlocks were key to enabling site-to-site transfer in the first place, but appear to remain essential. Even if increasing the range is out of our grasp for now, developing the vortex interlock has been crucial in advancing the technology. Note: subjects have been reporting dreams that suggest some sort of extra spatial ability. Frequent mentions of events occurring outside the facility they could otherwise have no knowledge of. Catalog all instances and cross-check for accuracy. So last time I explored the dam outside the facility, that seaweed farm, they were all reporting having weird dreams. Excuse me, coming through. Retrieve a vortex interlock. Should I take all of them? I believe like I'm killing people when I do that. So we'll just take the one. Okay, we got that little room over there. Let's check that room out. Make sure I'm not missing anything. No data slates. We do have some cred sticks. And a digipick. Some red trench. Nothing I want. It's all caged off. Weird. Got the door up there. We have a computer. We have what appears to be an end chest. House Kadik shielded lab outfit. I'll take the titanium. Yeah, you got log 3.
Did they have anything of value?
Log 3, which is very important to me.
You have the interlock speaker, and the sum total of the data gathered is on the slates in your possession.
Well, then I have all I came for. It is time to leave. You, Phantom, one final order awaits you.
We exist to serve, Speaker.
I know you do. My grandfather insisted this place remain secret, known only to him, known only to the Speaker. No one else.
As the Speaker wills it.
Sir, please. Have we not done all that was asked?
Oh, you and your team have served well, but your service to me is at an end. Now you shall serve the great serpent directly.
That's pretty cold. Supervisor update. Per immediate order of Speaker Gian Varun, all managing personnel have been reassigned from this facility. A transition team has been appointed to oversee the immediate cessation of work at the site. No information or materials are to leave this facility under any circumstances. All current workers will be informed of their last day on site and will be searched to ensure no unauthorized information exits the facility. Test subjects have been directed by Gian Varun himself to maintain watch over this facility after personal departure. All workers should be advised that by any attempt to re-enter beyond the date that operations are discontinued will be fatal. Jean Varun and the High Council remain grateful for the work you've done here. All must serve. Okay. So, I think we are going this way. I'm gonna throw down a save, man, because there's a lot of blue stuff up ahead. A little concerned for my safe and well-being.
Do you not grow weary of this?
Yes.
I assure you, it will not end.
I'm going to find a way to stop you. Let's just stop repeating this. There must be an arrangement we can come to. How many times do I have to kill you?
You are the one with the power to change this, either by turning around or dying.
I don't wish to do either.
This is turning into a most exhilarating exercise.
All this noise over one little trespasser. Let us be done with this already.
3 now.
The experiments here have ensured our resilience. We endure because it has been ordered of us. House Varun's return to greatness begins with the work done here. And until that time comes, we will keep it safe.
I'm not leaving without this text. These vortex interlocks are what Anasco took with him. I need one. Your stubbornness will cost lives in Dazra. Let me take what I need and leave.
I cannot. The Speaker gave orders. He speaks for the Great Serpent. The orders must be followed.
Okay. Let's take some cams. Giant heart. Say goodnight. too close to the blue stuff.
You will not defy the speaker!
I jumped backwards. I don't see them. You're behind me. Slow down time a little bit. I think I already killed you.
Warning. Power grid destabilized. Containment fields failing. Backup systems risk overload. Consider manual shutdown at the earliest convenience.
Okay. We did something. Whoa. That's no good.
You utter fool! Do you have any idea what you have done?
Yeah, I believe I killed someone. I have served the Great Serpent as I was ordered. Special projects. I am learning as I go, but I believe I have severed the link to the vortex energy that makes you all invulnerable. Yes. I'm going with that one.
You are so very clever. More so than Anasco's entourage. Those interlocks power our pods. You have killed Vedrasa. What is more, you have disrupted the flow of power within the dam. You are one step from dooming those farmers on the surface. All right, hero. You have proven yourself a commendable opponent. But now, you have a choice to make. If you can remove the remaining interlock, you will have bested us. But you will ruin the lives of those above us. Or we can continue this contest of wills and see which of us is stronger. The choice is yours.
You're bluffing. Nothing will happen if I shut you down. I never wanted to pull the plug so badly. Or you could just let me walk out, and we don't have to keep doing this.
But we do. My dedication to the Great Serpent demands my obedience to his speaker's orders.
Yeah! Get him! Should I remove the remaining interlock? Or leave? We're gonna throw down a quick save and remove the remaining interlock. See what happens. The Power is out. Looks like I can't do it. Guess I have to leave. Did I read this? Yes, I did. Kind of just want to get out of here at this point, but it's like I gotta find my way.
Lots of technical equipment here.
Yes, there is.
I cannot make sense of it, but clearly someone could. And
hold on. I have ailments.
did.
How do I get out of this?
Unless you are secretly on staff for this laboratory, I do not think we are supposed to be here.
Could use the elevator, I guess. Floor is inaccessible. Power is out. Yeah. The blinkiness happened. Don't touch the blue stuff.
Warning. Critical power failure. Dam function compromised. Emergency evacuation protocols enacted. Please exit the facility.
I am not sure that was the
They
right
died.
move.
I don't know either. We will see.
The spoils of victory. Hopefully they amount to something.
Okay, we can take the elevator now. I think I'm supposed to go this way. Yep. We'll see how the people are doing topside. Check on the villagers. We're gonna do that. We're gonna check on the villagers. See how they're doing. Well, they look to be
Have we
okay.
offended the Great Serpent so? Dazra was not enough? My whole life drowned. This farm is the only place I have ever known. Now I have nothing.
What are we going to do?
I don't know. Looks like you're pretty ruined. So we need to head back. Probably just fast travel. Guess I could just fast travel to Harold's Rest. That's probably the closest.
Nothing left for me now.
You had us so worried, Varric. What a time to go soul searching.
Power grid access has made all the difference. To think Victor would have denied something so essential. I am old and my eyesight is not what it used to be, but I know the face of success when I see it. Your lead from Haustul Kef paid off.
Did you know there was a secret facility underneath Malene Dam?
I did not, but it does not surprise me. So many projects over the decades. So many secrets. So few successes.
Give Interlock.
I have heard of such a thing. Recently, in fact, just before the accident. That is apparently not a coincidence. We do not need it for the device, but if this accounts for some of the leaps in progress in the Citadel, you may wish to hold on to it. As much as I have devoted my life to science, one cannot deny that there is an occasional spark of the divine. The Great Serpent has use for this, and you, still to come. It falls on House Kadik to provide their final piece to this puzzle. Progress is always welcome, but we are not done yet.
Exterminator. Okay. All right.
The interlock won't aid in completing the device, but
Let's see if I can reach my ship from here and clear out inventory. I have like a little bit too much junk on me. I can't. Okay, we're just gonna go to the ship really quickly before we get started on that quest and kind of just clear out the inventory. Where the heck is my ship at? Oh, not that way. I know it's over here. There it is. You just gotta get in. We're close enough now. I don't need that. Don't need that. Interesting. But it's not that high of level. Like, this does way more damage. Drop that. I don't need that. Or do I need that? Don't need all these amps either. Take that. I'll take that. I'll keep that. Battle stem. We'll keep it. Never in a million years gonna use that. These are awesome. Probably not gonna use that. Might use that. We're gonna store those. They're good for crafting. Junk flush cures all addictions. I'll leave it. Seaweed, squall. I'm gonna dump the squall. Not gonna use it actively. Why do I have 40 of these? I don't need 40 of these on me. Drop those. Drop all those. Miscellaneous. I know I picked up this and they're heavy. I have an extra vortex interlock. Cannot drop it from my inventory. We'll use it for something. Here we go. The last of the house quests. And probably go into the Scaled Citadel. I'll probably do that in a separate session. So we'll go ahead and do this.
This is exactly the impression we don't want to give.
Please, Jamal. Don't you see how all this works in our favor? It's not up for discussion. I won't risk what we've worked so hard to achieve. It's done.
No, you'd risk our future and reputation as a house. But you are the chosen elder.
Don't patronize me. The Great Serpent spared our house. We are favored here. And shouldn't you get back to the council? We can't afford to be absent at a time like this.
I guarantee I'm not missing much. But you're right. I'll be heading back soon enough. Yes?
I've heard of Mujean's actions. He will be dealt with. So, Ekris has sent our newest diviner to inquire about Sahima. Don't worry. Jamal's already told me all about you. I'm Razma, Elder of House Kadik and head of the Ministry of Conjunction.
What can you tell me about House Kadik?
House Kadik is one of the 3 noble houses under House Varun. We've a reputation on being the more moderate of the 3. Not as fervent as House Vithal, and not as passive as House Dolkef. We're also largely associated with the Ministry of Conjunction, since I lead the department.
What is the Ministry of Conjunction?
The Ministry of Conjunction is one of the 3 government branches of our society. We deal in information to ensure the High Council can make educated decisions. Most of our work is highly classified. Even the High Council itself may not be aware of all that we're involved in.
It is an honor to meet the elder of a noble house.
Well, it's also an honor to meet one as interesting as yourself. I wouldn't have suspected an outsider to be made promised. But who am I to argue with the Great Serpent's choice?
Yes, it is not for us to question the Great Serpent's will. We need Sahima to help recalibrate the mourning device. The council sent me to get your cooperation. All I need is Sahima. Yeah, when the snake talks, you listen. We're going to go with the Serpent's Embrace.
Impressive. I see now why you must have been chosen. I know the council is looking to Sahima for answers, but the truth is, she's been taken, along with other members of the house. They're being held hostage by zealots, and now they're demanding negotiations.
This is a major overreach. I have never known the zealots to be so bold.
Negotiations are my specialty. Tell me what the zealots have demanded so far. You can't trust the zealots. Negotiations could be a trap. The zealots don't negotiate, they kill on sight. Why not just tell the High Council? How were zealots able to kidnap your people in the first place?
What happened to Dazra was a cataclysmic event. The city may seem in order now, but those first few days, it was chaos. And the zealots took advantage.
Why not just tell the High Council?
Because right now, this situation is a matter for the Ministry of Conjunction. As much as the Council thinks it's their business, it's not. At least not yet. They want Sahima, and we're trying to produce her.
As far as my background traits, I went with the Bounty Hunter trait, the Serpent's Embrace, and then I went with Hero Worship. And I've kind of stuck with those throughout. Like, I know they give you the option to switch it up. I like the Serpent's Embrace. I kind of like House Varun in general. Has always been kind of like a mysterious faction. I've been interested in knowing more. And then Bounty Hunter, like, it gives you the added perk to fly ships, like, of higher class a lot quicker. So, like, that's definitely a huge perk. And then as far as, like, the Adoring Fan perk...
Are we not?
Shh. I just love the Adoring Fan from Oblivion. I find him kind of funny, even though, like, I traveled with him a lot, so I don't really use him anymore, because, like, I've heard all his dialogue multiple times. Negotiations are my specialty.
As much as I'd welcome the expertise, the Zealots would never allow an outsider to participate. But the negotiations aren't where I need assistance. The Zealots have yet to name specifics. At best, they'll demand an inordinate amount of credits or firearms. Worst case, a seat at the High Council or even the reinstatement of their house. House Malene. They know we can't risk Sahima for Dazra's sake. So, they won't hold back when it comes to demands.
The Zealots don't deserve anything. If we can get to the hostages first, the Zealots will have no leverage. Those are extreme demands. What can you tell me about House Malene?
House Malene was fully dedicated to Jandar Varun. They objected when his brother Jarek was chosen to take over as leader. They knew he would bring an end to the Serpent's crusade. It's why they abandoned their house and became the zealots you know today, to continue what they believe is Jinan and Jandar's work.
Who is Jandar?
Jinan Varun had twin sons, Jarek and Jandar. Jandar fully supported the Serpent's crusade, and to many in House Malene, was the best suited to take over for his father.
The Zealots have a house?
They had a house. House Malene was abandoned a long time ago, but there are some who'd want to see it reinstated.
If we can get to the hostages first, the Zealots will have no leverage.
My thoughts exactly. Normally I'd have agents doing everything possible to find them. But we too suffered losses. We need to be here. Present. I couldn't risk more lives. It's the only reason I even agreed to these negotiations. But now that you're here, I can finally take action.
The Great Serpent guides me. There is more than coincidence. This is fate itself. Just tell me where the hostages are. I'll bring Sahima in the hostages' home. No negotiation needed. Let's show the Zealots why you don't mess with the noble houses. Isn't risking the lives of a few agents worth it to save the many?
Of course. But the negotiations offered a chance to get Sahima and the others back without putting lives at risk. I saw the chance and had to take it. As demanding as I'd expected the Zealots to be, I fully intended to do everything in my power to bring them within reason.
The Serpent's embrace. The Great Serpent guides me. This is more than coincidence. It's fate itself. Okay. So we asked the questions. Let's go with the Serpent's embrace.
Yes. It does seem more than mere coincidence, doesn't it? But there's still one unanswered question. I don't know where the Zealots are keeping Sahima, but I have a good idea who does. Their name is Merrick. Merrick is a Kadik, and they also work for me as an agent in the Ministry of Conjunction. This is where matters get complicated.
I've already seen Merrick's computer. The location is Shadow Station Epsilon. See, this is kind of why you search around and go through computers. If Merrick knows, how come you haven't forced them to tell you?
Very resourceful. And luckily, a location I'm familiar with. If my intel is correct, you can find Shadow Station Epsilon in the Badlands, north of Dazra. I can send you the coordinates.
Thank you. I'll head there right away. Those Zealots are about to lose their leverage. Why didn't you try to search Shadow Station Epsilon earlier?
Shadow Station Epsilon is one of many Zealot bases scattered throughout. As I mentioned before, I wasn't willing to risk agent lives in order to scout them all.
Anything else you can tell me about Shadow Station Epsilon?
Epsilon was once a research station, with a focus on grav drive manipulation. The Zealots have since vastly expanded upon it. But it makes sense if they intend to use Sahima to their advantage.
What are these Shadow Stations?
The Shadow Stations were established during the Serpent's Crusade. A series of secret military installations that few knew about, and even fewer may remember. The idea was to have isolated centers focused on different aspects of furthering the crusade. This way, if one fell, it wouldn't endanger the others.
I'll be heading there right away.
The sooner the better.
We will do whatever is necessary to bring Sahima and the others back safely.
Now that we have a rescue mission underway, I'll speak to Merrick about setting up the negotiations. The current plan is to hold them at one of the geothermal power stations. Meet us there when Sahima and the others are safe.
You got it. Where is this power
If
station?
memory serves, it's southeast of Shadow Station Epsilon. It shouldn't be too hard to find.
Why this particular power station?
It's a fairly neutral location, and just the right distance from Dazra, so both parties will feel safe. The geothermal stations are also autonomous in nature, so we don't have to worry about unwanted eyes and ears.
I'll meet you at the power station when everyone's
Good.
safe.
Serpent willing, your timing will line up. I'll stall the Zealots as long as I can, which shouldn't be an issue. That being said, I'd still appreciate it if you could act quickly. Now, Jamal wants an update before you leave. Just don't let her distract you for too long.
Okay. We're talking to Jamal.
Diviner, a word before you go?
Sure.
Tell me, Diviner, what do you know about the Zealots?
Religious fanatics who kill those who do not follow the Great Serpent. I try not to judge people. I don't believe they're misunderstood. I believe they're misunderstood. Just another enemy getting in my way. Zealots are old members of the once noble house Maline.
I'm impressed. You've already learned quite a bit from your time with us. The Zealots are widely frowned upon within our society. They're a remnant of the Serpent's Crusade, days we'd like to forget. Has my dear sister given you any history on our house's relations with the Zealots?
Rasma said Merrick is working on establishing a relationship with the Zealots. Someone withholding information? What a surprise. Rasma said the Ministry of Conjunction keeps tabs on the Zealots.
I'm glad to see you're well-versed in humanity. Rasma would have everyone believe she only wishes to keep an eye on the Zealots, so the Council can make informed decisions. The truth is, she's had this particular group of Zealots under her thumb for quite some time. This is only a problem now because she's lost control. That is the real reason why Rasma hasn't informed the High Council, and I'm sworn to silence.
That sounds like an incredibly foolish plan.
So Rasma does want...
You were saying?
Hold on a moment. Does want the council to know her true relationship with the Zealots. Tell me more about this situation. That explains a lot. I'm sure that's something the High Council wouldn't be too keen on. Rasma lost control of the Zealots?
Yes, I'll get to that momentarily.
Tell me more.
House Kadik already has a reputation for being sympathetic to the Zealots, but the truth is far worse. Rasma wants the Zealots to back House Kadik, so the balance of power between the noble houses would shift to us. She's been employing them, paying them in supplies that aid their blind crusade.
I find it hard to believe the High Council isn't aware of any of this. Supplying the Zealots is a mistake. They're terrorists. I can appreciate that kind of ambition. I'm glad I stay out of politics. Why would Zealots ever back a noble house?
Rasma would believe they want to reintegrate or even reestablish House Maline, and she's a fool for it. The Zealots want nothing but the means to carry out their war. Credits, weapons, and ships. And these very supplies would be used to harm not only your people, but our own as well.
House Kadik is sympathetic to Zealots?
There are several members who are sympathetic toward them or their cause. Some see beyond their extremist veneer and believe they're just misguided. A very small few may believe Jandar truly was the rightful heir, but none would ever admit it. I'm certain it's a case that members of the other houses feel the same. House Kadik is just the only one who's been exposed for it.
I find it hard to believe.
The Council knows nothing of her work with the Zealots, and I aim to keep it that way. All elders have their own ambitions. I'm certain that's all they see. What none of us expected was the disaster that is the Scaled Citadel. The aftermath is what allowed the Zealots to grab Sahima and the others, flipping the balance of power in their favor. Razma has lost control and is putting House Kadik's reputation and power at risk.
But I'm going to find Sahima so Razma can take control back. I'll see to it that the Zealots have no power in these negotiations. Seems like Razma's controlling the situation well to me.
And that's what I wish to speak to you about. House Kadik shouldn't be associating with Zealots at all, except on an extermination level. But worse, we absolutely cannot be supplying them with ordnance of any kind. We need to cut ties with the Zealots altogether.
And you expect me to do something about it? No one should associate with terrorists. Supplying terrorists isn't a good look. I take it this conversation isn't about giving you an update. Why not tell the Council and have them put a stop to it?
Exposing this information to the Council would condemn not only Razma, but House Kadik along with her. I have no wish to tarnish our house or ruin my sister. I simply want to show her the error of her ways.
And you expect me to do something about it?
How astute. I want you to put an end to any connections between House Kadik and the Zealots. And while my position won't allow me to be blunt, I'll still make it clear. Should the hostages not survive, Razma would blame the Zealots and cut all ties.
An extreme sacrifice for the sake of your house.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do that. You're condoning the murder of your own family? I thought we need Sahima alive. Are you insane?
Perhaps you don't understand. These noble houses have existed for generations. The people look up to us to guide them under the will of the Great Serpent. The fall of a noble house would put everything into question. And with the state Dazra is in right now, I won't allow that to happen.
Thought we need...
What we need is Sahima's research, which she has with her. You just need to bring it back.
Demand credits. Show me the credits, and it's a done deal. No way I'm doing your dirty work. I'm not committing to anything. Fine. But only because no one should work with the Zealots. I'll see that it's done. I'm not committing to anything.
Think about it if you must. But if you care about your people, you'll come to the same conclusion as I have. And when you do, just know that we can't afford any loose ends. No witnesses. As far as everyone else is concerned, the hostages were dead when you arrived, and you exacted revenge in House Kadik's name.
Like I said, I'm not committing to anything. If I care about my people, what people? Is murder everyone your solution to everything? And you think the Zealots killed the hostages is a believable story?
Zealots are unpredictable, and their passion to their cause often makes them prone to violence. Whether the Zealots believe it or not matters little, but Razma certainly will.
Is murder everyone your solution to everything?
Of course not. But in this situation, it is the most effective means to an end. As a mediary, I am constantly weighing decisions based on both immediate and long-term consequences. This decision is awful, I know that. But the far-reaching consequences are worth the sacrifice.
If I care about my people, what people?
The settled systems, of course. They're the Zealots' #1 target with more victims every day.
Like I said, I'm not committing to anything.
I trust you'll make the right decision. Until then, I'll see you at the negotiations.
So this is an interesting predicament. I'm not going to kill the hostages, but if you were say, doing a run through here as a non-believer, it would make rational sense to kill the hostages for the safety of the settled systems. Ah. Probably go here. Way Shrine of Obedience is relatively close by. Walking the Path of Redemption is a custom which members of House Varun travel in a series of way shrines scattered around Dazra to utter holy words. Let's eat and drink. So far this is panning out to be an interesting quest. All three of the quests were very well done for the houses. I really don't know what everyone was talking about, them being like unrelated. Like, the storylines were pretty good. Like, the dam made sense why I needed to help out that house and go there. I needed to get the interlock. But let's heal gel. That's probably my exit. So we're gonna go in. My favorite weapon and armor set in this game. Can I include modded weapons? I'm not currently playing with mods, but I love the Old Earth M85, or yeah, I think it's the M85 Barrett. It's like a 50 cal sniper rifle, really cool. Other than that, I would probably say the hard target is like probably my most used weapon, followed by the Varun particle rifle. Armor set wise, I'm kind of like super hodgepodgey right now. But I would say it's like the Trackers Alliance. I like the Trackers Alliance look. At least for like the spacesuit. Like, I really like it. Hopefully I can get rid of this hodgepodge look and kind of complete the set. But we'll see if I get there. Oh man, this guy saw me for sure. Please don't run, sir.
Another victory! Well earned.
Oh, there's a lot of red dots.
Quite.
Yeah, go on, move. Yep. Hold on. Just a moment here. I think someone's behind me. But I want to switch up my grenades. I have no clue what this does, but we have it equipped. This guy behind me. Freaking run around looking. Okay, that's interesting. Oh my gosh, you're in my face. Take out the turret.
Take your best shot.
Took that out. I also am very partial to the mag shear. In particular, I like the one you get from whatchamacallit, the quest for the pirates, the Crimson Fleet quest. I picked this up. It was just a random drop, and it's got some nice stats on it. I do need to take it to a modification bench at some point. I'll take your growth chunks.
All this to phrase, is it not?
Okay, let's search this little room here. Whoop, we got some dude right here in my face. You're going in the ceiling. And we got some vents. Maybe we'll get some opportunity for some stealth kills up ahead.
Another way through here. Unsure where it leads.
Where? Are you talking about a vent? Is there a second vent? No. Okay, there's people below us. But we're relatively far away from them.
The Zealots seem to have made quite a home for themselves.
Yes, they have. Okay, this is where I came up from. So we're finding some dead bodies again. So those guys are like all below. Looks like they're a floor down. But we got a guy in here.
I will never grow tired of seeing that.
No one saw anything. Perfect. No one in these rooms. Looks like these rooms are clear. What is this? Some kind of storage room. Not really a value in here. Sometimes you find any interesting things in the bathrooms. Like a dead Varun sitting on the toilet. Not this one, though. These seem to be peaceful zealots. Or at least as peaceful as I've seen zealots. Nothing of value. Definitely take your meds. Oh, my puncture wounds became worse. Looks like we're clear in this room. We do have people below us. There is a vent, though. Let's continue exploring the vents. See if we can thin the crowd a little bit more. So that goes back up. We're probably supposed to go through here. Actually, you know what? Let's check out that up. Okay, we had a guy come into this room. I'm gonna pop him in the head before we depart for the next room. No one saw anything. And then we're gonna check out and see what's up here. Contraband. We have that. Maybe this? No. This fits there. I don't think I have anything that would fit that. You don't fit. You would fit there. I wonder if this fit. Does it fit here? No. So it's gotta be there, but I don't have anything else that would fit. Could do this, this, and this. And then this, this. Yeah, I'm gonna take the contraband. It sells well. So that would fit there. Do I have a 90? That would fit there. We do have a straight. Got that would fit there. Let me go to the bottom one. Here we go. Andrasia, what the heck are you doing? How did you get over there? My God, that woman is crazy.
You cannot win.
Yes, I can.
Do it again.
We mustn't allow the heretic to escape.
Well, I escaped, so... Seems like your problem now.
Smell the stench of your heresy.
Turret control? Hope this isn't for the turrets I already took out. I don't think it is. So that would... Do we have a piece that looks like that? Possibly. No signal. It's for the turrets I already took out. Hate when that happens. I don't need to open up that door because I found the secret passageway in. Yes, I very frequently am kind of like, if you watch my channel, like I'll record like a lot of eclipses and stuff, but like a lot of times I just put this game on in the background and like I'm recording like different scenic things that are occurring. Look, I'll use that time for like scrolling through like social media or cleaning my house, and I'll just have it just run. So I have an alarmingly large amount of playtime, but it's not realistic, so to speak. Like, a lot of times I will have the game just on running while I'm like recording scenery. So we need to go down there. We need to go back through that vent we came in from, because that did have a downport. I need to explore the bottom floor, which I believe was through this vent. But yeah, the scenery is positively breathtaking in this game. Particularly, I think they did an absolute bank. Like, the art team for Shattered Space did an amazing job of like setting the scene. Like, Varun Kai is completely different from like any other planet you would find in the game. It's its own little unique place with like purple hues and just wild landscape. As you see, like, I really don't use the Rev 8 to travel around here, and that's for good reason, because like the terrain is so difficult, it's almost easier to just use my boost pack.
Take what you must. Leave the rest for the scavengers.
Okay, he's walking towards us. There's also one below. Now wait till you turn your back, sir. Back to reload the gun. You can turn. There's. I guess those are the hostages down there, and then there's a couple Varun watching them. There's another one, and another one. How deep does this go? Are you gonna turn and move, or stand there forever?
What was that? A tactical retreat!
I saw more. You're through the wall. Hi friend, I see you in there. I know you can see me. And then we have some kind fellow standing here. I think they positively...
If you're here to help, that zealot had a key.
I
You have to get me out of here.
Who are you?
The Great Serpent guided me here, sister. I am here to lead you to safety. I am Diviner Chris. Razma sent me to rescue you. Come with me. I'm getting you out of here. I'm your rescue party. Now let's go. Let's go, Serpent's Embrace.
I knew the serpent would hear me. It's more than just me. There are others. The zealots have been using them to force me to continue my research here. They think I have all the answers since the original experiment was a catastrophic failure.
The zealots were wise in their tactics. Up until now.
You know what? Probably majority of my time in this game has been exploring the procedural generation. And like, if you go to my series on that, it's like a 2-part series what I highly suggest you do is when you explore the procedural generation, you go to Pretty Vistas, and then you just let the procedural generation spawn whatever it spawns. And if it's something you want to go and explore as far as like a POI like you've never been to, you go and explore it. If it's something you've seen like a billion times as far as a POI, you ignore it. That is probably the best way to explore in Starfield, is just go and see like crazy aliens in crazy views, and just let the procedural generation be the procedural generation. A lot of people get way too caught up in like, it's not like Fallout 4, it's not like Skyrim, I can't clear a section of the map. It's like, don't play it like that.
Well, the Zealots think they are forcing me to continue my research here. They want me to apply my theories to an Asco-scaled Citadel debacle. Somehow they ascertained my previous involvement.
But you're on the absolute right course if you do pick up this game. That's exactly how you should explore in it, is kind of just like make note of like what POIs you've been to, and like when you land, go explore like pretty views and pretty sights, look at like giant gas giants up in the sky, and then just pull out your scanner, look around, just see what POIs there are. If there's one that interests you, go and check it out. Otherwise, you know, kind of just continue looking at pretty sites. There are a lot of Facebook groups that are devoted to, how do I say this? Virtual photography. So, like, if you like taking screenshots in this game, which a lot of people love it, there are tons of social groups to be involved and kind of like share like pictures and discuss like things you find interesting in this game. Typically they're private groups, and that's due to there are a lot of people out here that have like Starfield derangement syndrome, where the game it can't be good. It's not possible for it to be good, and that's just their thought philosophy. And that's why like a lot of like the groups you'll see, like, they're private.
The original experiment. The one that took out half of Dazra and sealed off the scaled citadel. Surely you must know. I'm sorry. I realize the elders and council members may not be properly disseminating this information. I'm not one for politics, obviously.
Good news, the High Council thinks you have all the answers too.
So my theory is correct. Or I should say, the High Council now believes my theory, the better theory, is correct. I knew it! I told them their algorithms and insufficient testing were only giving the illusion of stability. But no one wants to listen to me. Not the girl who put people twice my age to shame when it came to assessments. Of course, this is what it would take for Razma to send someone after me.
Zealots also plan on using you as a pawn in their negotiations. Don't think I like that. Your family. Razma was held back by the cataclysm. She said so herself.
We were taken amidst the chaos, so I never did get to fully observe the repercussions of the devastation, but I overheard the Zealots mention negotiating with House Kadik, so the motivations are clear. Not only does the High Council deem me important, but Razma needs to remove me from the equation. I get it. But at least now everyone knows I was right.
Leadership, that's the attitude. Less moping, more positive thinking. Now let's go. Let's get back to getting out of here. We're gonna go with the first one.
All right. First, we need to free the other hostages. The Zealots aren't aware of how I've been delving into their systems here. I told them I needed full access if they expect me to replicate Anasco's experiment, and I didn't even bother with risk assessment. They think I'm applying my theories to their poor excuse for technology down here. Granted, I could probably make it work if I had to.
we could go into real long depth, and I am kind of like sitting on a video about Starfield derangement syndrome. But this is very, very old, and it stems back to a bunch of people that did not like the direction that Fallout 3 went in when Bethesda took over the Fallout series. And now it's like cascaded into this Bethesda can do no right. It was the same with like Fallout 76. And the second Starfield came out, all of a sudden Fallout 76 was fixed, and it's good. It's because like their attention's always on Bethesda's new project. It's a failure. So Starfield's never going to be good in their eyes until they have something else to vilify the next game. It's going to be like Elder Scrolls 6. Like, I find it very concerning because like I've seen people with Starfield derangement syndrome do some very bizarre things. Like most recently, Emil, basically the chief writer for Starfield and a lot of other past Bethesda games, did an interview. He posted it on his Twitter, and then someone wrote a 15-paragraph essay of why, that interview, which was a marketing interview, mind you, was bad, essentially, and why he hates the direction, Bethesda's going in. And he self-admitted that he had never played the game in the tweets. If you've seen any mainstream reporting on YouTube, at least I know of 3, they don't even mention that Emil was responding to someone's deranged tweet from someone who never played the game about how they hate the game. They just glaze over it and go, oh, Emil doesn't listen to, fans. He doesn't respond to them. And he's a normal dude on Twitter. And like he's being harassed by like people that never played the game. They're like literally deranged about like Bethesda cannot do anything right kind of deal. It's really kind of like disheartening. Like I have interactions with these people and it's like you're a little bit too obsessed negatively about a leisure activity, playing video games. This is supposed to be something that's relaxing. Shouldn't be consuming like every waking moment hating on a video game. That's really concerning. But I'm like sitting on a video kind of pointing out a lot of content creators that are exploiting the fact that a lot of people have Starfield derangement syndrome, and they are slanting their video game reporting to be negative on Bethesda. And they do it by omission, which is like they omit facts to make Bethesda look worse than they actually are. And it is very disturbing. Just get to the point.
Right. Getting there. The other hostages are being kept just beyond this room. I can disengage the locks to their cell and grant you access to an elevator in the room beyond that will take them to safety. You just have to clear out that area first, and the zealots down there are different.
Violence isn't always the answer. How are these zealots different?
The zealots you'll encounter beyond here are altered somehow. To be made thus would be to show them the Great Serpent's mercy.
Okay, so I'm going to be dealing with phantoms. Will the hostages not fight with me?
Some may, but keep in mind that we are scientists. Many of them have never seen true combats and are no longer proficient with weapons. But some, like me, may still be capable. Just don't expect much of them.
Yeah, that's why I kind of call it derangement syndrome. Is like I've never been that upset about a video game that I posted on a developer's tweet, which like it had like a couple hundred likes, not a lot. Like it wasn't like viral or anything. Like he's a normal guy. He like makes like family posts and stuff. and just like ranted for 15 minutes. Like the guy like tracked down his Twitter, found the exact post where he tweeted the interview, and just went at him like you're tone deaf, like all kinds of crazy stuff. And it's like, wow, it's a video game. Like, is everything going on okay?
Oh, I'm not going anywhere yet. While you get the rescue underway, I'm going to set up certain guarantees here. I'll meet you and the others outside.
No way. I'm not letting you out of my sight. Sounds like a plan. That's risky. What if the Zealots get you? Guarantees. What are you going to do?
The Zealots have a small network here that I can plug into. They think I've been working on my research, when really, I've been formulating a virus that will shut down this entire base. And their ships.
That's risky. What if the Zealots catch you?
I'm more than capable of handling myself. Besides, the Zealots think they need me, so my life isn't in danger. If I'm not out there when you free the hostages, just come back for me.
Sounds like a plan.
And a well-thought-out one at that. I just need enough time to set up a remote device so I can launch a virus that will render this place useless. Think of it as a failsafe to guarantee our safety. The Zealots would never risk this base or their ships.
Fine, I'll get the hostages out of here. Good luck, I'll see you on the other side. Give me your research in case you don't make it. Why not set up a remote device to sabotage the Zealots
earlier? These are
earlier?
Zealots we're dealing with. The only reason they even have hostages is to make sure I stay in line. I couldn't threaten them without knowing the others were safe.
Fine, let's get the hostages out of here.
I'll see you outside.
Okay, be careful. Yeah, but more about Starfield derangement syndrome. So, like, these guys took Emil probably like a decade ago. Like, this is a really old thing he did. He did a conference for a bunch of video game developers. He's talking to video game developers, and these people took that conference he did. He's not a professional speaker, mind you. And they took a bunch of things he said out of context, including jokes, and basically took them out of context to make Emil look like a money-grubbing, like, pig goblin that does not care about the player base one bit and just wants to make the maximum amount of money possible. And a lot of other things as well. Also, like, making him look incompetent when, like, they don't even have, like, the first idea of game development. I don't, like, but I do work in the tech sector, so I know, like, what goes on with, like, major tech projects and programming projects and stuff, and how they're organized. And, just, like, this kind of stuff we got redeemed. Sorry, Andrej, I believe I shot you.
Gonna take more than that!
Extermination, poison, concussive, small chance to knock down targets. Man, it's worth a lot. I'll take it.
Profit is never necessarily the aim.
Wait till I reload, jerk. Okay, let's continue through here. But my main concern about the Starfield derangement syndrome is You know, it's just going to continue on forever at this point, because there are like so many people, they will not listen to reason. And like if Elder Scrolls 6 ever does come out, there is nothing that they could do that would be considered good in their eyes.
Who are you?
Someone can see me.
You aren't a zealot. Who are you?
Yeah, that's kind of like what I'm getting at. Like a lot of these people, like to be that worked up about a video game, like you must not have much going on in your life to like. There are some Bethesda games I do not like. What I don't do is go rooting around in fan groups for those games and like sitting there trying to preach that that game sucks. Like it's just personal preference.
Is merciful. And Sahima? Did you find her yet?
Yeah, I found her. Sahima is safe. She's granting us access to the elevator to escape. Is this all of you?
If only. There were more of us down in the caves.
What do you know about these redeemed zealots?
We haven't been able to observe much. They are physically superior. Stronger. Faster. They ignore pain and are resistant to things that would take any normal person down in an instant. I'm not sure what the zealots have done to create them, but I would surmise the process was less than pleasant.
If you want to know the backstory of them, there's a quest. You talk to the person at, I think it's the Dazra Depot, or Varun Depot. The little clerk there, she is looking for, I believe it's her cousin. Qasim is missing. It'll take you on a quest. It'll tell you about the redeemed. It's basically a medical experiment gone right, I guess. Sahima is safe. She granted us access to the elevator to escape.
I wish it were that easy. The zealots separated us. Our brethren are still out there. Please, I can ready my people here, but you'll have to deal with the zealots and rescue the others so we may all escape safely.
Yeah, I can do that. Alright, I'll clear a path. Anything I should know about
Another redeemed is stationed down there, along with a few other zealots and a Model S. Be careful.
Okay, I'll clear a path.
Be ready.
That is a wonder to behold.
Yeah, I would say Bethesda derangement syndrome would be more apt because, like I said, this has been going on since like Fallout 3, but it's been building. Like people were fuming about Fallout 4, which is considered basically a classic at this point. I remember people being upset about Oblivion, claiming that like Bethesda simplified things and really, you know, like people were really upset that they simplified the magic system in that game from Morrowind, but Morrowind's was like so complicated, it was so convoluted. Oop, no bullets in the round. And there's nothing. You saw nothing? Uh-oh. You're in my face. He's gone.
I cannot wait. Good boy.
I'll take the repairing immobilizers.
We should move on. There's nothing to take your best shot.
Heavy assault space. Looks pretty cool. That's the elevator.
Still can't believe you're free.
Is this our hostages? And here? No.
We should not skip an opportunity to line our pockets.
Yeah, I hear ya. I only pick up what's needed. Definitely correct on the Bethesda derangement syndrome. And it's like, I can't wait for Elder Scrolls 6, but I know regardless of whatever game they do produce, it will be crap in their eyes, and there will be YouTubers that will exploit the fact that those people probably consume way too much YouTube in general. Like, I'm telling you, if they will get down to like small content creators. I've seen them pop up on small content creators. Like, you have to be consuming a lot of...
Great Serpent. Serpent, save me. I don't wish to die here.
A lot of Starfield content to get, like, start finding, like, content creators that maybe only have, like, 30 subscribers.
The Great Serpent has heard me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, shoot. Sorry about that. I'm hacking up a lung on the mic. I think I have something that does both. Yep. So, what am I doing? Free the remaining hostages. That was one of them. There's probably more I need to find around here. I did not see any there. I wonder if there's any down here. Turn on the flashlight.
Serpent bless you for saving us.
Were there any others in here? No others in there. There might have been some over here in this direction. Yeah, I didn't go in this room here. Yeah, here we go.
Is this the end?
No.
I'm not ready to hit the call. Thank the serpent. I thought I was done for.
We all made it. We're safe. You did it! It's true what they say. The air really does smell fresher.
Serpent bless you. We owe you our lives. Thank you.
Praise the great serpent. He has truly smiled upon us this day. It's time to get everyone back. You're welcome. I'm glad I... that's right. And don't you forget it. It's the least I could do for House Kadik and the people of Dazra. There you go with the serpent's
It certainly
embrace.
was a test of faith, but one I hope we all passed. Now, I believe you have some negotiations to attend to. I'm going to stay back a moment and make sure everyone here is okay to make it back safely. I'll catch up with you shortly. Just let me know where the negotiations are taking place.
Are you sure you'll be alright?
Of course. I successfully rigged a remote device to shut this whole place down the moment I see a zealot. I just need a moment to make sure everyone is fine.
They're at the... be quick.
Don't worry. Razma came through for me. It's only fair I return the favor. I'll be there when it counts. Now go.
These members of your house have suffered. I can respect your decision.
I can't thank you enough for saving us.
Thank you. We owe you our lives.
Okay. Alright, so... Oh my gosh. It killed me.
Are you quite sure you don't?
I hope I have an autosave recently. I probably did when I came out of that elevator. I'm gonna breeze through the dialogue as quick as possible. Yep, you should be playing on the appropriate difficulty, so death should be a possibility. At least some of the people claiming that you can beat the game in 5 hours, I watched their live stream. I think they were playing on easy because like they were taking no damage and they were killing everything in one shot.
Out. You did it!
Serpent bless you.
It certainly was a test of... Now, I'm going to stay back.
And they were probably also doing this as well.
Don't worry. I'll be there when it counts.
These members of your house have suffered. I can respect your decision.
Okay.
The Great Serpent was truly watching over us.
Let's pull out the sniper rifle, because apparently... turrets might be immobile, but they definitely dish out a lot of firepower. Like, melts your health firepower. Got that. I should eat and drink. I don't recall that ship being there before. That's an interesting ship landing. What is that? Very interesting look to it. What is the make of this ship? Check it out. Evening Star. Inaccessible. Okay. Let's throw down a hot save in case this is an ambush.
Bold of the Zealots to take over such a significant location.
Interrupt the negotiations.
Is your intent to be unreasonable the whole time? I thought this was a negotiation.
We're having a friendly chat, aren't we? It's not my fault you don't find my offers acceptable.
Nah, just the person I wanted to see. Please tell me you bring good news.
Yeah, we'll go with the first option.
Exactly what I wanted to hear.
Razma, who is this? You allow any commoner to just waltz in on official business. I'd expect better security from House Kadik.
This is hardly official business.
Yes. And now these so-called negotiations are over.
Over? You'd risk everything after the whispers of a stranger. I demand to know who this is.
The soundscape in Shattered Space is amazing. I enjoy the base game's soundscape. I think it's very good, but I think they went above and beyond for Shattered Space. Like the soundtrack, I absolutely love it. like, it enhances the exploration in such a wonderful way at times, especially if you do the quest Path of Redemption. It just, the soundscape gives off this like mystical vibe to it, which is very good. But let's get on with this. I am the one putting an end to this negotiation. I am the Serpent's chosen diviner, the only one who can understand Anasko Varun.
You think I care about Anasko Varun, son of a traitor? Only a complete fool would expect me to believe this.
It's true, Mihail. And if you don't leave now, peacefully, I'll make sure your ships and Shadow Station Epsilon are made dust.
You... How did you... You're bluffing.
Test me. You think a genius mind like mine wouldn't find a way to hack into every system in your base? This remote device will launch a virus that will detonate systems within Epsilon, and reach your ships as well.
You realize how this may affect future partnerships, Razma. You'd jeopardize our connections.
It jeopardizes nothing. It merely restores the natural order.
The natural order. I could take you all out here and now. You know every one of us is prepared to answer the Serpent's call.
Perhaps this offer is the Great Serpent's plan, and no one is meant to die today. Launch the virus. It is impossible to reason with zealots. You attack, we launch the virus. Let's go with the Serpent's embrace.
Only a heretic would be blind to the Great Serpent's work.
Oh, my eyes are open. It's just hard to discern the truth through all the treachery.
I speak truth. The latest events aren't coincidence. They are his will. Enough lives have been lost. Live to fight another day. We are all the Great Serpent's children. We shouldn't be fighting. Save your anger for the true heretics.
Perhaps you're right. Every loss we suffer is a loss for the Serpent, and those we would have failed to make penitent. All right. I won't deny my brethren the death they deserve. But I won't forget this either. Don't think this won't change anything, Razma.
Things have already changed, Mihail. From the moment you kidnapped House members. These negotiations are over. Now leave us.
You have no idea how satisfying that was. Something
House Kadik is in your debt.
As am I. I owe you my life.
Sahima, you are a part of this house.
I know. I just wanted to say thank you. Personally. And here, it's the research and algorithm the High Council wants. I'm sure they'll appreciate it more coming from you.
Grav drive theory isn't easily grasped by people your age. Be proud of this. I'll make sure the High Council gets it. It's my turn to say thank you. Why do you think they'd appreciate it more from me?
As much as I'd love to gloat, I have enough awareness to know this isn't the time. And I know myself well enough to know that I simply wouldn't hold back.
Let's go with astrophysics.
Oh, I am. Very. I just don't think the High Council is ready for the series of I told you so's that I would surely inundate them with. Plus, I think I'll wait until after they've proven out my theories to approach them on that topic. I'm going to head back home now to check on the others, but maybe come find me later?
Sure, I'll see you around.
Great. You can find me at the Great House whenever you get the chance.
I wonder if
we'll talk later.
could possibly be a crew member.
As I was saying, House Kadik is in your debt. You've helped me maintain a very precarious balance.
This business with the Zealots needs to end.
And one day it will. But until then, they're a necessary evil. One that we'll be keeping a much closer eye on. I'd appreciate it if you kept this a secret.
Of course. I'm not the one you should be worried about.
If you're referring to the members of House Kadik. The others involved know better than to speak of this.
Your sister prefers I didn't even rescue the hostages. What makes you so confident they'll remain silent?
House ties run deep. Betraying one's house is a display of disloyalty that no house would tolerate. It's a guaranteed way to ostracize yourself in a society like ours.
Your sister prefers I didn't even rescue the hostages.
As much as it disappoints me, I can't say I'm surprised. Jamal's never cared for our view with the Zealots. And she has no love for those taken. But this is what makes her an excellent mediary.
I would think you'd both be on the same page, if you say so. You said side action?
This will be discussed at length later. But that is a personal matter between me and my sister. But the truth is, House Kadik comes first and foremost. And she was willing to pay the hard price for what she deemed necessary. Had I been in her place, I can't say I wouldn't have come to the same conclusion.
What's a mediary?
A mediary is another title for a member of the High Council, whose job it is to represent their house when the Elder cannot. My duties are to House Kadik and the Ministry of Conjunction. I trust Jamal to properly represent our views at the High Council.
I would think you'd both want to be on the same page.
You and the rest of our house. Now, I have much to do, and so do you. Ekris and the High Council will be expecting you.
And I'll be off.
The device looks ready. Let us hope it has not been built too hastily. We need this to work.
Our fate lies in the morning device. It must be completed. Ah, were you able to find Sahima?
Let's ask the question.
Theoretically, yes. The science is sound, especially with Sahima's numbers. Either way, we have no choice but to take the risk of failure, as small as it may be. Whatever Anasco did inside the Citadel remains unchecked, and we are all at risk until we can get inside.
Give research.
Perfect. I have no doubt Sahima's work is the key to stabilizing the morning device. If only the others had listened to her, we may not have lost so much of our great city. It shouldn't take me long to install her work. Uploading Sahima's algorithm. Plugging in the necessary variables. It is done. Diviner, will you do us the honor?
Sure. Do I push the big red button? No, I don't push the big red button. I push this
Sahima's
button.
research and algorithm have proven to be even more vital than I estimated. All personnel to stations. Clear the platform.
Activating power grid interlink.
Powering grav drive.
Field projector. Standing by.
Extending stabilizers.
Grav field. Stable.
Capacitors fully charged.
All stations reporting. Ready to proceed with targeting.
Aim the morning device. Ah.
Targeting system engaged.
Calibrating lens array.
Adjusting counterweights.
Locking axial tilt. Device is in position.
It's time. On your mark.
Now I get to push the big red button.
Fire!
We're just taking the screenshot for this particular live stream. Hold on. Let's turn up the saturation a little bit. Make it a little crazier colored. Okay, that's good.
Its fangs shall pierce the shell of the world.
Focus.
Beam on target.
Compensating for recoil.
It is working. Steady.
Attempting to stabilize. Detecting graviton flux.
Hold! We cannot fail this speaker now.
Rerouting power.
Burning out.
Enough! Shut it down!
Cutting power.
Grav drive. Cycling down.
Turning to 0 point.
Retracting stabilizers.
Shutdown complete.
Clear! Well done, all. Well done. We have done all we can. I am sure the Council is waiting to speak with you.
Now, that is quite a sight. I was not certain this would work, but it seems the Serpent has blessed us.
You have always lacked faith, Dulkev.
One could argue that faith got us into this mess in the first place.
Enough! It is time for action, not bickering.
Agreed. We must secure the Citadel. Send in everyone.
Are you mad? We have no idea how stable this is. No idea what is happening inside.
Serpent's embrace. The great serpent has guided us this far. He will not abandon us now. Seems like rushing things causes a lot of this to begin with. We need to take it slow. Whatever we do, we better do it quickly. Didn't you have a plan for once the device worked?
You saw yourself. We barely had a plan for the device. We are lucky to have made it this far.
Let's go with the Serpent's
Your
Embrace.
conviction is admirable. Committing a large force is impossible. There have been reports of increased zealot activity, no doubt in response to what we have been doing here.
It would be unwise to leave Dazra even more vulnerable than it already is.
And, to be candid, we have no idea what will happen to anyone entering the Citadel. We must minimize the potential risk.
So I'm supposed to go by myself. I gotcha. Don't suppose I can say no thank you. Why are you looking at me like that?
I thought perhaps it was obvious where this leads.
I see where this is going.
It is only fitting that it should be you.
Really? I do not doubt our newest member's conviction, but...
What else can we do? He is the only one who can communicate with Anasco. Save as much as you can. Save it all, if possible, but the Speaker must be your priority. Do whatever it takes to bring Anasco back to us.
All must serve. I'll be right back. I'm not making any promises. Your Serpent doesn't get credit for any of this. We're the ones making this happen. What if I can't do anything?
I do not believe we have come this far only to fail now. You must believe that as well.
All must serve.
Indeed. And your service will be remembered, no matter what. We will speak again soon, I hope.
Okay.
I'm afraid there's nothing more I can do to help.
So I think I'm going to stop the stream here. Basically off screen, I'm probably going to get some supplies to kind of make a raid. Mainly it's going to be more drugs and ammo, but we'll be going in there. I'm probably going to set up a stream for tomorrow evening. I should be free tomorrow evening to take a prolonged run through the Scaled Citadel. I suspect it's probably going to be a longer dungeon crawl, seeing as it is the final dungeon crawl here. So far, my runtime on the main quest is looking like it's going to be somewhere around like 12 hours, but because I've streamed it all, I'll be able to quantify that. So, like, this whole, like, 5 hours malarkey, yeah, you could probably, if you're skipping dialogue and not really exploring the points of interest, yeah, you could probably do it in 5 hours, but that's not going to be typical runtime for people. I think most normal people are going to be somewhere around, 10 to maybe 15 hours, depending upon, like, difficulty you're playing on, etc. But, like, if you're exploring the story, easily you could get 10 hours out of the main quest alone. Now, I know I still have side quests out there that I have yet to do, and I have not explored much of this area beyond, like, a couple points of interest that I just randomly explored. So, I still have, like, a lot of meat on the bone with this expansion. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there for now. I will get a live stream set up for tomorrow. It's going to be tomorrow afternoon sometime, probably around like 3 or 4 in the afternoon. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. I appreciate everyone watching, and like always, please enjoy your evening, and I'll get back to you tomorrow.
Oh, we can pause for a moment, if you